Hello Earth signs, welcome back to the lounge. How are you guys doing? Happy Mercury retrograde with 5 Aquarius placements in it. And today we're doing a forecast for February 1st through 7th. So I do have some channel messages for you guys that we're going to start with and then move on with my regular forecast energy reading. So let's start with the channel message. You guys had a little bit of a different message from everybody else this week. So I'm definitely seeing that you guys are having a lot of projects to do, maybe finish up since the Mercury retrograde has started. We're talking about not new, but maybe researching on the new, but not doing them yet, or finishing up your old projects. So I feel like you're focusing on one very heavily, and I got a very strong message that that project in particular is dragging you out of your depression. So if you are going through a transition right now where you have to let go of things and say goodbye to a lot of things, this project is very much so dragging you out of your depression and is taking your mind off of things. So I also am seeing that you guys are very harshly jumping into the sea of the new world. It's a very powerful idea. Powerful ideas inspire you. Something that is greater than all of us inspires you a lot. So I'm also seeing that you are seeing the past as just the past. Nothing, you're not attached to it anymore. There is nothing in your past. There is nothing in your past that you have not seen. Is a very great message, a very strong message that I got for Earth sign placements. Is that there is nothing in your past that you have not seen. The world is much bigger than it already is. Like, I feel like the more you let go of the past, the more you realize how huge the world is and how many experiences you have not yet got to experience. So everything in the past is not only the fact that it already happened, it's quite literally the pure definition of this has already happened. What else? Like, what's new, right? So it's definitely a big realization for Earth signs placements, and I feel like it's one of the universal truths that you already had that past, so what is waiting for you in the future, which is unknown and very exciting. So yeah, you guys are definitely focusing this during this first week of February on researching, on putting together those projects or finishing up your old ones, following through with them finally, and coming into terms with the fact that past is just the past and nothing less or more. So yeah, let's get your major energy for this week for my Earth sign placements. Let's see what's going on for my Earth sign. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we have the High Priestess and then the Hierophant is in reverse. So definitely going more into the mystic world, the world of all knowing that does not defy the laws of anything that exists on Earth. So I'm really feeling like you guys are breaking out of that matrix, breaking out of the patterns that a lot of people follow, and you're exploring something so unique to you and the knowledge that was given to you from birth, and really indulging in that. Definitely mystic matters is like astrology, mysticism in general, witchcraft, any practice, closed or open. So maybe starting to read tarot or practicing more tarot, definitely going into the mystic matters and the matters that are considered abnormal by some people, right? So definitely a view on breaking out of your traditional ways and breaking out of how you do things. So I feel like if you have been having your routine and how you do things, you're completely changing it up and you're completely stepping into a new way of dealing with the others and with yourself, with the world, and the very expression of your own creations. So you might be taking a completely different road this time. During this Mercury retrograde, you are realizing that something very triggers you in a good way. Like it very makes your fire burn brighter, but it is not so traditional, something that you're not used to, but you're just going with it. So that's great. Let's see what's going on the first week. The first week we have, wow. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Wow, okay. Talk about leaving that shit behind, huh? So the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands is a combination of those who might have left the argument and they may not have told the whole truth, or they are leaving some things behind because the shit was already getting hot. Okay, so shit hit the fan. I really want to find out more about it, clarify that real quick. So the shit really may have hit the fan. Hold on a second. Okay, actually, I see. Okay, so if you're dealing with several people or people at your work, you are leaving your opinion before it is said. Like, you're just kind of leaving the situation. You don't want to say everything. I feel like the situation, as it escalates with the group, a lot of people are going to come out and say what they really mean, and you're just not here for it. You don't want to hear it. Like, I feel like some things you already knew, some things you would rather not know about people's true colors, so you're just walking away from it. All right, I see. So let's clarify that. What are you walking away with? That's first. Okay, so quite literally walking away. So we have the 8 of Cups, and then we have, okay, so yeah, you're walking away with your own morals, with your own beliefs. You'd rather not stick them into this pit of fire that's already happening. So I'm definitely seeing that you guys are just leaving the situation because you know that you're not going to be understood, or people are just not going to accept it. And I feel like you are very standing on your ground in terms of your perception of things, and you're just not willing to share it anymore. You're not willing to tell it to anyone. You realize that it is your own perception, and no one is going to listen to you anyway, because no one is like fully capable of completely stepping into your shoes and completely adapting to your morals while in the midst of chaos and arguments. So let's clarify that one more time. Yeah, you're definitely, I feel like people misunderstand you in terms of like, you really need rest when you're transforming. I feel like people asking you for attention, or people ask you to be in the middle of things when you really, there's the Death and the Four of Swords. So definitely a lot of things that you thought were your core beliefs are ending. I'm seeing that you're walking away because you are in search of something different for yourself. You're in search of new things to experience, and this part of you is kind of like dying. I feel like also the very part of you that leaves because somebody doesn't agree with your perception is like dying. I feel like you're being more open-minded. You're being more non-critical towards things that require you for your understanding, but you're still not having this argument with those other people. I feel like those people are the same way as you are right now, or you have been for a long time, where everybody's just kind of bickering on their own opinion, and that's it. Nobody's trying to listen to each other. So you're stepping away from that. You realize that you were a part of that bubble, and you're like, whoa, wait, like, you know, I ended up in that bubble. How did I do that? I need to like kill that shit real quick. What patterns are causing me to do this? You're working very deep about it. So some things may be disturbing, as the channel message sometimes can relate to the current events of this week in particular, but I feel like you are uncovering a lot of deep secrets about yourself, or deep personality traits that you have acquired from somebody else or your nature. And like some of the traits that can be very positive have turned into very negative traits because of the people bringing them out of you in that light. So let's see a couple more cards for that. I want to see that real quick. So definitely some type of argument happening. You are walking away. You're walking away with you're very quickly considering to kind of, I feel like you are not complying to your generous self anymore. Wow. Okay. So I feel like you're changing out your shoes. You're changing out your skin. I feel like you were always you had your own opinion, but you always listened to others as well. And you're not trying to do that anymore. You're trying to take a more adventurous side to yourself with Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands here. Clarify that one more time. Oops, sorry. Hold on, baby. You're taking out that one streak of you that did that in the first place. So I feel like you accept other opinions because it's very beneficial for you to find out what other people think, what their perception is, to better understand them later on. That's why you are able to be so generous in the first place, is because you understand people. So one more card if it is to be. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, so we have the Judgment. Whoa, the Tower. Damn. Earth signs, what's going on? I know exactly what's going on, huh? I feel like also with those cards, I feel like the Knight of Swords, how you actually feel, is hiding behind your image of Queen of Wands. So I feel like you really do want to set chaos and shit on fire, but you can't, because that has been your image for so long, and you're walking away from that image. Like, you're admitting to yourself that, okay, you know what, I'm walking away, no shame in my game. I'm not willing to talk to them anymore, and it may be not the most healthy decision that I've made, but it is definitely feeling like it's the right decision to do right now, so I'm gonna do it. Wow, okay. And we have the Judgment. So things are turning around for you. Things are breaking down. You're not willing to offer your emotions just to anyone. You're not extending your energy. I feel like the very matters that you're uncovering is why you do those things and what has caused that. And very sometimes deep feelings will come through during this week for you guys, of knowing why you even hide in the first place, or why you can't integrate those parts yet. You will be also getting knowledge on how to integrate those parts as well. It's like I'm hearing, I heard, why do I feel unheard, right? Why am I pretending to be a person that is generous and is listening to everybody, when in reality I feel unheard? And for how long? I feel like you've been keeping up this image for so long, Earth placements. I feel like you have been keeping up that image that you not even, you know why, but you like, because of that image that you put on is so strong, is so prominent to your actual nature, but it was kind of achieved in a non-healthy way for you. So you can definitely achieve that image again when you heal your issues with why you haven't achieved it yet. How do I explain that? So it's basically like you have achieved like a fake mask instead of an actual personality, and behind that mask hides a lot of things that you haven't worked through, maybe insecurity, or things that you haven't spoken up about, things that you not let yourself be heard with yourself. Like, I feel like you're not hearing yourself, or you haven't been hearing yourself. So it's definitely a moment of realization that you have to build up that image properly in order for it to stick, and in order for you to actually think in that way without having those like backsided thoughts of why it's actually happening and why I'm reacting that way. I feel like you may feel not torn, but very complicated thinking in ways of why you decide to take the high horse, right? It's just not, I feel like it's a point of hurt and ego, they're kind of combined. So it's combined in a way that your ego flares up every time you walk away gracefully, and like in reality you really need to say your shit, okay, to really gain that strength of a spirit. Okay, so anything else coming out? Yeah, definitely turning into new beginning, exploring the world. Let's clarify that real quick, what is going on. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, you definitely can feel the transition. You're gonna go into it blindsided, but it will be victorious and healthy. Great for you. So this moment, this processes, I feel like it may be the last time you deal with that. When you establish your actual strong character, passionate, giving, generous, caring character, then the world will just turn for you. We have the Two of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords. So you are going into it blindly. There are some things that you need to work through, and I feel like when you learn about those things, you will still need time to adapt and interact those things into your new life. So that challenge will actually repeat itself in real life. I feel like you're just learning about the issue now, fully uncovering the issue, and then next time around when the wheel turns, there's going to be a situation that will allow you to integrate that lesson, which that will really be the test, is whether or not you can integrate the knowledge that you got about yourself into your life. Right, you are coming out of it victorious. We have Six of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Devil in reverse. So definitely coming to a healthy resolution and victory. When you can truly speak up for yourself, when you can truly express yourself exactly how you feel, you will thrive for Earth signs. you will thrive, like when you actually establish, because I feel like you're building yourself a limit because you think the actual personality that you adapted right now is the personality that you were thriving for, when in reality it is not. There's so much greater, bigger, more concrete things waiting for you when you actually establish the real personality that you are from the beginning, from birth. Because I feel like you had expectations of yourself in terms of how you're supposed to be, because that image that you had of you existed in your head, but with kind of no backstory of it. So you just kind of complied to that image without knowing how to actually get there. And now you're learning how to get there. So, okay, let's get an oracle card for you guys to guide you as much as I can. For earth signs, please, this week. Great. We have the real you. Exactly. Thank you. So we have the real you. The real you. You're integrating the real you. Like, I feel like you got a glimpse of you, the real you, and you decided that that's it. Like, the glimpse that you got, that's all you get. But in reality, there's so much more, so many more particles to you. So let's see. As humans, we are so attached to our physical world that we often lose sight of our true nature. And attaching your identity and sense of worth to worldly status and achievements, you have lost touch with the real you. Something inside you yearns to reconnect. Pay attention to your feelings and start to reclaim the many beautiful qualities you possess, the unique qualities you have for so long repressed and ignored. Lighten up and have fun. Laughter is the best medicine for you at this time. Let go of what all you think is right and wrong, and all you think you should do, and just be you. As your true nature reemerges, you will feel inspired, and discover a new way of looking at life. In turn, you will achieve greater success and feel greater sense of fulfillment. Nurture yourself physically, spiritually, and emotionally. There is so much to be grateful for and so much life to explore. Exactly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So this is a very strong message for you guys to reconnect with the truth of you, not just the physical part of the world that you saw yourself in. I feel like, okay, I got it. So I feel like a lot of yourselves have been visualizing things about you, but you haven't brought the emotional and the inner mental connection to it, which is why you ended up in this situation where you have to reconnect with it. And what we see, hear, smell, touch, taste, sometimes has nothing to do with our internal world. Be grateful. Write a gratitude list. Shit. Okay. Let's get a blessing of the week for your earth signs. Okay. So we have worth. Okay. So we have worth. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. I'm going to repeat that again. Your blessing of the week is realizing that you have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. So this speaks really heavily on the fact that you don't have to change yourself. You don't have to uphold a certain status. You don't have to be a certain way to be loved and accepted. The people who love and accept the real you, they are there. By being the very real you, you are inviting themselves into your circle. All right, let's finish up with the affirmation for you guys for the week to repeat and come back to when you need to. Okay, so we have the angel of health. My whole body is healthy and filled with the energy of love. My whole being is healthy and filled with the energy of love. This is your affirmation for the week. The source of true health is our inner divinity. The loving energy that nourishes our being is always available to heal any deviation of forgetfulness that would result in sickness or disease. Visualize now any areas of your body or your life that needs to be healed. See it being showered with the healing, transforming light of love. So anything that you've been struggling with that has to do with arguments, petty shit coming out, any of the past things coming out, partners. I'm not really seeing a partner coming up. I'm seeing events coming up and events coming back to you, and now you know about them, which can be very unsettling for you. Any of the parts that you're currently healing right now, as you are going through a very big transformation to really find out the real you and open up yourself to what you actually are, and kind of not treat it as bad or good, but just as it is. Shower yourself with that self-care. Treat yourself this week. God damn it. So yeah. All right, thank you so much, Earth signs, for watching. You're always loved, supported, and welcome to the lounge. I will see you guys next week for weekly forecast. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment how this resonates with you throughout the week. Please come back to this reading if you need any clarifications on how you are a bad bitch inside you. And I'll see you next week. Bye bye.